Alright, YouTube, back again with Mac Miller. It's the Bushy Beard, and I like to thank the Bushy fam. I think I might go with the Bushy fam, or the Bearded fam. Ooh, that's really good. I like that. The Bearded fam. Instead of having to say the Bearded brother and sisterhood, I think I like the Bearded fam. I think that might be what we go with, because y'all are the Bearded fam. I don't know. We'll figure something out. We're still at time. I tried to look for the live version of this, but I couldn't find a really good quality one, and so I went with this. This is the regular one. So let me go ahead and bring this up. Objects in the mirror lyrics. Ba-ba-ba. Beautiful, crazy. I don't know why that song got stuck in my head, but it's a good one for sure. Beautiful, crazy, she can't help but amaze me. Alright, anyways, we're back to Mac. Let's go ahead and check it out. Jump on into the video. The music, not the video.
Turn the beat up.
So I think it's going to play off like, because on cars, if you've ever noticed, like on the mirror, they're in small print. Objects in the mirror are closer than they appear. So I think it's going to play off of that.
A little louder. There you go. People love you when they on your mind. Thought is love's currency, and I've been thinking about her all the time. I never seen somebody put together perfectly. What would I have to do to call you mine? Someone like you is so hard to find. You can open up your eyes or you can walk them blind. All I ask is that you hurry. I won't hurt you, don't you worry. Listen to me, I'ma set you free. He ain't gonna break your heart again. Go through the worst to reach the ecstasy. When your imagination's on pretend, I never thought that it would feel this way. You never taught me how to heal the pain. I wish you caught me on a different day, when it was easier to be happy. Just a little taste and you know she got you. Can you hide away? Can you hide away? Sound of silence as they all just watch you. I kinda find it strange how the times have changed. I wish we could go and be free once, baby, you and me. We could.
Alright, I'm going to restart it, and I'm also going to bring up the lyrics next to it. I'm having a hard time necessarily hearing the lyrics, and so I want to make sure I get it all. Here we go. Oh, I can't make it big because then I can't see the lyrics. Yep, so here we go.
On your mind, thought is love's currency.
Sorry for having to restart it, y'all.
People love you when they on your mind. Thought is love's currency, and I've been thinking about her all the time. I never seen somebody put together perfectly.
I like that. People love you when they on your mind. A thought is love's currency.
What would I have to do to call you mine? Someone like you is so hard to find. You can open up your eyes or you can walk them blind. All I ask is that you hurry. I won't hurt you, don't you worry. Listen to me, I'ma set you free. He ain't gonna break your heart again. Go through the worst to reach the ecstasy. When your imagination's on pretend, I never thought that it would feel this way. You never taught me how to heal the pain. I wish you caught me on a different day, when it was easier to be happy. Just a little taste and you know she got you. Can you hide away? Can you hide away? Sound of silence as they all just watch you. I kinda find it strange how the times have changed. I wish we could go and be free once, baby, you and me. We could
leave it all in the rear view. Okay.
Let's leave it all in the rear view, girl. You don't have to cry. You don't have to cry. Mend a broken heart, girl, if you can. I don't expect you to be capable. You got the world right in your hands. That responsibility is unescapable. I promise that I'll be a different man. Please, give me the chance to go and live again. I'm having some trouble, can you give a hand? It seems perfection really is so unattainable. Don't even say you about to end it all. Your life precious, ain't a need to go and kill yourself. I'm not so sure that there's an end at all. I wish the truth would just reveal itself. Who do you call to make it to the top? And who do you call to make the shooting stop? And who do you call to give the coupe a wash? After everything I did, I think I'm still myself. Just a little
Having some trouble. Okay. Still feels, or it seems perfection really is so unattainable. Don't even say you about to end it all. Your life precious, ain't no need to go and kill yourself. I'm not so sure that there's an end to it all. I wish the truth would reveal itself.
Jason, you know she got you. Can you hide away? Can you hide away? Sound of silence as they all just watch you. I kinda find it strange how the times have changed. I wish we could go and be free once, baby, you and me. We could change the world forever and never come back again. Let's leave it all in the rear view.
I like that line. Let's leave it all in the rear view.
Let's leave it all in the rear view, girl. You don't have to cry. You don't have to cry.
I liked it a lot, but I don't know what I'm doing right now. All right, let's go back and let us look through the lines. All right. Yeah, humans are egomaniacs. They love you back because you're thinking about them. Because of this, each individual thought can be viewed as a monetary unit used to buy someone's love. Considering Mac's views of heaven as a place where you don't need money, all you got is time to spend. It seems like he would prefer to live in a world ruled by thoughtfulness instead of pieces of paper. Okay. While I love the throwback, it's important to separate his work since they represent various perspectives he's taken and played with. You don't need money. All you got is time to spend is a great homage to Mac's other work, but that doesn't necessarily mean that's how he feels about it. Okay. You know, it just exists in the head with love and how it works. Okay. It's pretty good. I like the line, though. In a relationship, you can either rush right into it without thinking or carefully evaluate the situation before making any drastic moves. Mac and Lean chose the former. I wonder who Lean is. In a relationship, you can either rush right into it without thinking or carefully evaluate the situation before making any drastic moves. Mac and Lean. I think I maybe learned about her. No. Is this what is her name? Ariana Grande? Who's Lean? Mac and Lean chose the former. as he did too much of it too quickly and ended up becoming blind to the pain it was causing him. Mac acknowledged in a interview that I was so effed up all the time, it was bad. My friends couldn't even look at me. Maybe lean is in the drug? I'm not sure. All I ask is you hurry is also a reference to lean addiction, where intense withdrawal set in quickly. Oh, okay. Oh, so it is lean is the drug. Okay. The codeine is speaking to Matt. Oh, so this is about his drug addiction. Okay. The codeine is speaking to Mac, trying to lure him in by promising to alleviate the pain and stress he's enduring by following the release of his debut album, Blue Side Park. Despite attaining commercial success, Blue Side Park received a historically low 1.0 rating on the Pitchfork. This, coupled with criticism from the public, infamously drove Mac to abusing codeine to cope with the stress, telling Complex, "A lot of reviews were more on me as a person, to be honest, and that's even worse. You're 19 and you're excited to put your first album. You put it out and nobody has any respect for you or what you did." The he to which the codeine is referring to is likely Pitchfork contributor Jordan something. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, I think at 19 that would be really hard to take. We're still trying to learn about ourselves and trying to establish our identity. And so when you're 19 and you're being told, yeah, you're not any good, I can see how that's pretty bad. The side effects of lean are some of the worst any recreational drug has. Many prominent users die at an early age, but Mac was willing to go through the physical pain at times because he valued his imagination and happiness more than his long-term health. When explaining the meaning of this song, Mac told MTV, "You gotta go through the really bad to appreciate the ecstasy." That feeling, or the actual feeling of ecstasy. Alright, sounds of violence as they all watch. There's nothing Mac's friends can do but watch him as he drifts into his own zone after sipping lean. His old friend Jimmy Merton revealed as much in an interview, saying, "I've never really been worried about Mac except during the lean period. I saw him that mentally I remember being in. I saw him in that mentality I remember being in. You're getting effed up because you feel like you need to. You're trying to get away from everything." Kind of feels strange. This is how times change. One of the main reasons Max started sipping was to help deal with the transition into the real world. It was easy for Mac to deal with his problems when he was just a talented kid with a buzz. But once people started to attack his dream, he decided to start taking something extra to get by. Max said he certainly had only done weed and alcohol. Now he graduated to coke and lean, which sucks, but that's the life of an addict. Always feigning highs, especially after realizing, in his words, weed makes you paranoid. Weed is a form of psychedelic. Okay. I wish we could go and be free once, baby. You and me. We could change the world forever and never come back. Okay. Mac wishes that everyone could experience the positive that comes with sipping codeine without having to deal with the negative impact. He feels the world might be a happier and more creative place if not for its unfortunate side effects. He's not always rapping about his drinking and his drug use. He is rapping about how difficult it is for him to accept his position in the world, filled with violence and hatred, and he's writing about how he wishes he could change everything to make everyone a little happier in this world, which is good. Mac asks the real world to be left in the rear view or behind him and presumed lover, his drugs. Yet even though the problems of the real world may be behind him, as in the objects in the mirror are closer than they appear, the problems of reality might be closer to catching up to Mac than they seem to be. Mend a broken heart girl. If you can, I don't expect you to be capable. Mac broke up with his longtime girlfriend, Naomi Leisure, who he had been dating since high school. Shortly before this album, he turned to Lean to try to cure some of his heartbreak that came with that, but eventually realized it was only capable of numbing his problems, not curing them. He's talking directly to the Lean right here. He doubts it will mend his broken heart, but he still does because he thinks it at least numbs the pain. You got the world right in your hands. That responsibility is unescapable. Mac takes a moment to stop and think of stop to talk. Mac takes a moment to stop talking to his girl and explains why he started drinking lean. He felt like his success had too much pressure on him to live up to the expectations, so he decided he needed a little something extra to kill the stress that comes with high expectation. Man, you guys only care about his drug use. He was a beautiful person. He was impressionable. He got to perform, to reach out to others. The choices he makes affects others that follow him. It is unescapable responsibility that he brought onto himself and the artist, as I think we can all relate to that in some way. I agree with this more than that, but having some trouble, can you give me a hand? There were points during Mac's lean addiction where his friends didn't even know what to do with him. So this is a line. This line is somewhat of a cry for help to them, even though it seems that he wants to be left alone. He really does need help to beat this addiction. Also could be seen as a side of his addiction, him seeing lean as something that helps him escape his other troubles in life. His problems got him turning into other things. Lean in this situation and hope for relief. These are a lot today. All right. It seems perfection really is so unattainable. As he said in the first verse, Mac used to feel like lean was truly perfect. It inspired creativity, killed stress, and bred happiness. But the eventual downsides of it made him realize that it's far from perfect, as few things truly are. Don't even say you about to end it all. Your life precious. Ain't no need to go and kill yourself. Matt claimed that he contemplated suicide during his lean addiction, like it was no big deal. Now that he realizes that he actually does have a lot to live for, this motivates him to beat his addiction and go on with his life. I'm not so sure that there's an end at all. I wish the truth would just reveal itself. One of the main themes of this album is Mac questioning organized religion and everything that it promotes. He is fed up with being expected to live his life a certain way so that he can get to heaven, the afterlife, mostly because there is no way of knowing for sure if it exists, right? Because it takes faith. This could also be interpreted as Max doubting he will ever see the end of his lean addiction, which luckily he did reach. In correction with the previous lyrics of Suicide, he is saying that it may not be the end to your suffering, as you may continue to live on and suffer in pain even after you are physically dead. Who do you call to make it stop, and who do you call to make the shooting stop, and who do you call to give the coupe a wash? By putting a simple, silly quotation like, how do I get my car washed, next to important questions like, how do I achieve happiness and how do we stop gun violence, Max shows that despite his more complex reach subject matter, he is still himself, as evidenced by the following line. This line contains anaphoria and parallelism, the reputation of certain phrases or words and sentences which contribute to its strength. Shooting could also refer to gun violence or shooting or injecting drugs such as heroin or morphine. All right, and lastly, after everything I did, I think I'm still myself. This line sums up the entire song is about. After taking a good look at himself in the metaphorical mirror, Mac realizes that even after all of the highs and lows that came with his lean addiction, he is still the same goofy kid who wrote Kool-Aid and Frozen Pizza. Some people come out of drug addiction with a new outlook on life, but Mac is just reverting to how he viewed the world before he started sipping. Interesting. I would never have gotten the idea that it was about drugs, but interesting nonetheless. I'm gonna give it a B. I thought it was good. It's just not one of my favorites by him. But yeah, I think it's a good song. I didn't really expect it to be about drugs like it was, but then I guess that's some of the creative genius of Mac Miller. But I still give it a B. I think he did good. I've just liked some of his other stuff a little bit better. Anyways, until next time, YouTube, smile like you mean it from the Bushy Beard.